Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Strategy Guide, where we show you how to get strategic victories and tactical victories in your favorite video games. Hey guys, M12 Warthog Gaming here. I am back with another video. And today, I am continuing our strategy guide on the world map for Age of Conquest 4. Playing as the Papunas. I might have mispronounced that name. And we are going to see how well this goes. Okay. So I gotta buy 100 and send that here, because I need to, like, increase our border. Although I could do it here. That really wouldn't compromise anything else. So if you guys have been paying attention, I'm trying to, from last video, I ended up, from my last two videos, I ended up here on mainland, and I'm trying to expand my border against someone I used to be in an alliance with, but then they screwed over my plans. And I really wasn't expecting it, so... Now we're going to see how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 30 this way to this area, because I think it's the best option, and then go here. Now, another thing I'm going to do is going to enact fertility festivals here and here. It's going to increase our population by 20%, or 1/5 of what it currently was. Because this area constantly gets attacked, but we can't really build that many units here. I mean, I was only able to build one there, but I have way more gold than that. I could build some here. 20, and just send that here. Because this place gets constantly attacked, so I have to keep reinforcing it. So, as I mentioned before, there's like an invisible line that starts like right from my starting area here, that goes all the way up across these islands that I made all the way up and down this map, and now I'm expanding to the left of it this way. Hopefully I'm gonna start with Asia, or most of Asia, until I run into my allies, then go probably into Europe and some areas of Africa. And then take them out when I need to. We are on neutral stance with these guys. I'd rather be at peace with them. Their opinion of me is +3. So they might like me. But one thing I do want to do is give them money next turn. And maybe convince them that being at peace with me is a good idea. Okay, now I'm going to expand one more territory outward. Now I'm going to move this way. Now, from the looks of it, this area is no longer a border territory if I happen to take this over. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move these units up here, because you see this? These small houses, like, hold on, let me actually zoom in on this. When it has such a small house like that, that means you have low population. When you have low population, you really can't do much in terms of buy troops from that said area. So, if you guys have been paying attention, I'm going to just move my troops up there. Okay. And now they just decide to pee me off a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna move this here. Move that there. So I'm slowly moving this up there to reinforce. But I'm also going to expand up here as well. Now, I know I'm recording this on a separate day, but I didn't forget, because I have good memory, that I originally planned and set up to do this. Yes, I want to make them think that I'm going to attack from multiple sides. And someone just declared war on me. Like, I haven't even gone into conflict with you. Maybe I'm currently in conflict with one of their allies. Maybe that's why. Okay. This place is a little bit bigger. So I could probably not going to be limited so much on my ability to buy units from that territory. Now I'm going to move a smaller force back here because I don't want them taking this out. What am I going to do here? Buy troops there. And I guess that's all I can do. I'm going to buy troops here, send that there. Don't want them to move ahead of me as they were able to break through the border as I was trying to expand it. I guess the smaller army moves first. Or at least that's the impression I'm getting. So I'm going to move that up here, thinking that I'm going to expand up that way. Probably not going to do it that much. Move that there. Probably move this down here. Right now I'm just trying to rework everything on my border. Now that I have this, I guess the only way that they could attack me up here... Sorry, there was a fly, like, right in my face. Is if they go through here. So, now I'm gonna move this here. If I take this out, this is technically no longer border territory. And then I can move this to one of my other areas. And go from there. What I want to do now, though... is be able to capture this territory down here, because right now I want to make a line. I made a line with from all these islands going up and down. I sort of want to do that up and down on the mainland as well, while I'm trying to expand into said areas. Now, the main reason I expanded this way first is because I knew that even though that most of these areas up here have small houses, and that indicates that there's small population, I can still buy a lot from here. And I'm probably going to do just that. Okay. So I'm going to do 100 there. The rest there. I think this one needs a fertility festival. Actually, I don't have that kind of money. So at the moment, I'm only gonna use this where it's needed. And now try and see if I can get... And it really didn't do much. But if I can buy 100 here, then we're good. Okay. So, now I'm going to... I think my best option would be to expand... This way? Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh yeah, the Great Wall. Apparently that acts like a mountain. So I guess technically if we take this over, this is no longer a border territory. Then we could always attack that. So if I expand this way, that territory could take this over. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna go here as well. If I were able to get 100, which I'll move here, I'd be able to have 100 to go there, 100 to go there, or 100 to take over one of these, and 100 to stay back, which is probably a better thing to do, because if I don't capture that territory, then I just have one territory as an open area for them to freely walk in. Because at this point, really just defending your borders is the best you can do. And I got a message, so let's see. I think it's in our best... Oh, maybe that's why they went to war with me, because I'm at war with one of my allies. With one of their allies. Is this them? Why? I still don't know why they declared... Oh. They're in an alliance with a lot of people. And this is what I don't like about people. They have too many allies. And eventually they'll just attack each other. Like... I play this scenario where I've been an ally with the top 3 right here that you can see. And they've all gone to war with each other, and then they'll be like asking me to join them, and then they'll get pissed off that I'm not joining them. And it really sucks, so I try to have maybe 1 or 2 allies at most, and be at peace with the ones that I don't want to fight. With peace treaties, that's literally the best option that you pretty much have in situations like this. Okay. So... Now that I've gotten that done, I'm gonna move this up here, reinforce this, then expand to here, and so forth. I'm on good relations with them. I definitely want to get their king, or their leader, wherever that may be. Now, the one thing I'm gonna have to do differently about this is that in this game, instead of like risk factions where you conquer the world, you have to focus more on diplomacy a bit, and what you want to do and what your stances are with other people. The main reason is that all these areas along the borders don't have high amounts of population, so you won't be able to buy a lot of troops to arm them. Well, this territory here The Chipachka Horde or something like that, I cannot pronounce that name right, will pretty much take over these territories the second we take over their king and get all of them. So what we need to do is pretty much expand to here with all of these under our control, and then go for down here where I think their king might be, or at least spare their king until we get all the rest. Here, any territory from this point and below does not matter to me in the slightest, because of our capabilities to be at peace with these guys here, although that could change if they decide to do stuff. Although I don't think they'll want to do that anytime soon. But just to ensure, if I'm not unsure, like, if someone's gonna stay out of this, even though that we're at allies with someone, but then we go to war with one of their allies, they're allied with both, but I usually just pay them some gold every few turns just to make sure that they're... just to make sure that, they don't go to war. Pretty much, what they sent us there is exactly like what happens with, World War I. They're like, you declare war on my ally, I'm gonna go to war with you, and they're like, oh, if you join, then I'm gonna join, then it pretty much just is like a bloodbath of like, people threatening to go to war with each other. Guess I'll move that there. Move that there. I guess this is like no longer a border territory. And I'll double the troops here. So, one, I'm gonna put 100 there. Put 100 here. And put 100 there. These extra 2, which I forgot to move. Okay, now I'm gonna end my turn. And I've expanded quite a lot. Wanna reinforce this area. Now what I'm gonna do is send 100 this way. $100 that way. Gonna send all of this that way. And pretty much what I'm gonna do now is, when I get to this border, I'm going to try and make peace with these guys. We do have a lot of territory. How much do they have, though? Wait, hold on. People, no. Information. They're rank 3. They have 9.8% of the territory on this map. I'm in the lead with 19.81%, I think. Providence is, yeah, 19. Okay. What? This place does not... this territory here is not good for getting troops, I can tell you that. And they eliminated an ally, but I don't... it really doesn't bug me at the moment. Okay. Now what I need to do is put as many troops as I can to attack from all sides. Now the reason for this is because if I attack here with these two and they move to here, that means they get this territory, but we get this back, and they can keep expanding all the way back and getting all of our stuff. So we want to sort of box them in. We want to move here, here, and here. What I'm going to do now is get 100. Expand this to here. Increase this by 100. Expand this here. And here. Gonna bring this to 100 here. And this to 100 here. And this is quite good. The only problem I see is that they have a lot of troops here. And I don't like that one bit. Okay. Okay, right now I need a lot of allies, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to fight these guys for a long time, and I think having people who like me, who I'm willing to be an ally with, will go, they accepted my request for an alliance, they must really like me. Maybe I'll help them in return, is what I'm hoping they'll do when it comes to fighting these people. We are currently... They have a negative opinion of me, but yet we have a peace treaty. I don't get that one bit. So I'm gonna send him some gold to support him. And maybe request an alliance. By the way, this territory is definitely going to be attacked, so I'm just going to fortify. Now I see what they're doing. This area is less well armed, so they're going to go for this, or at least they think they are, but I'm going to surprise them by fortifying it with much larger numbers. So I'm going to send everything but 100 that way to go take that over. Now I'm going to move up here, take this out. Okay, we're going to move 100 here. 100 here. Gonna move these extra 44 that way, because I have a feeling that territory up there is going to be more likely to be attacked, as it's connected right to this enemy territory here. I took out their massive army, and that's the whole point of that assault. Is just to get rid of that army there. Okay. They still just want to be at peace, because they're not really sure at the moment. That is fine. Now it's getting to the point where I'm at war with these guys. In order to maintain my borders, I need to have more than just 100 troops per tile. These guys down here, though, I don't really have to do it or worry about that so much. Because they don't have as much territories, which means they don't have that much money, which in turn means they don't have that much of an army to attack with. That's generally how it will go. Unless they, get, like, all of a sudden get, like, $10,000 that was given to them by a very nice ally, which, I'll be honest, if an ally of mine is flat out losing a war, and this is domination, where eventually you're gonna have to conquer everyone, I'll give them, like, enough money to make an impact or a dent on the on a foe's progression, or help turn the tide in their favor a little bit, but not enough so that they could do that and still have an army to fight me. So now let's see. Some changes were made, of course. So let me see here. I'm gonna move all of my units here. I guess I have to move it all here because these territories are blocked off from the rest by this mountain area. So you really have to work your way around the mountains here, I guess. So it's not the best thing to do. And I thought there'd be more mountains in other areas. Okay. Now it's time to move this here. I'm going to move this here. I guess I could expand the border down to here. And I think we're doing good so far. So as you guys can see, I've eliminated the need to have some of these troops here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys. Now, if they're not on the water where they can move several places per turn, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Because later on, I'll have a guy down, like, say, here in what would be modern-day India. This is, like, 1206 AD, according to the time period right there. This is what would be modern-day India. And if I have a troop down here, set of troops down here, that say like this territory, that's not near water, and I want them to go, say, all the way to the area of what would be modern day UK, or somewhere around here. It would take forever to move them by land because they could only move one territory by land per turn. So later on, you'll probably just have to disband troops, but at that point, it doesn't matter because if you can just buy 100 troops from one territory, if they're big enough, like, there's really no point if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so okay, so now a lot of people hate me. Okay. That's not a border territory. I'm going to increase this by 100 there. I'm gonna leave troops here, even though that they're not on borders and it would take a while for them to get there. But I definitely want to have some here in case someone decides to, you know, run a naval invasion. Now, of course, if they want to do this along the coastline, I have troops here. If they do it here, I have units on the mainland and I can buy more, send them here to reconquer this area. And I don't have, what I probably should have, is even though that there are no borders, anything can be attacked by water at any time if they're bordering it. So they could send a Navy unit from here all the way and over here. So what I'm going to do is make this little army and move it towards the north. And they pretty much will go and try and stop whatever comes this way. Meanwhile, I do realize I have enough money to do this. And I probably want to do this because it's very good for me. Costed a lot of money. But to me, I will tell you, it is totally worth it. I had just enough money to get exactly 100 troops. But I'm still going to reinforce this area anyway. With troops from here. Now what we gotta do is... okay, so now I got this, I have to look at the strategic positioning of everything here. These guys are a peace treaty. I'm going to take a look at their diplomacy. Almost all their allies are at war with me, and I'm at peace with some of the people that, and I'm allies with some of the people that they're at war with. But I guess he really doesn't like me. Like, he feels like, I get the feeling like because of his opinion of me, that he hates me so much. I feel like some bad stuff is gonna happen anyway, and I want to be the one who jumps on the bandwagon first and takes care of this problem. Because indicators that he doesn't have a high opinion of me, plus this, probably you want to jump on this right away and get to this first. Okay. So we know that the horde that we're fighting here starts somewhere in this area here, I'm guessing. So they could have their leader there, or they could have moved it recently. Either way, what I want to do is make... What do I want to do? Well, this isn't a border territory. So they can't be attacked from there, so I'll just send this down here for reinforcements. Gonna move this here. Gonna expand into here with everything I have here. I'm gonna do the same here. And also with this. Now for this area, I got big plans to make as much territorial expansion as possible. This is probably a good size, but I want this to get a little bit bigger. Okay. So I'm building troops here for a reason. In a few turns, as of course when I get more money, because you need money to do just about almost anything in this game, you will see what I have to do. Due to tax season, we got a lot of money. So let's see how this works. I'm gonna pool all of these into one giant naval unit, or two of them, which I'm gonna form into one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to they just want me to not fight their allies. They already hate me, but they don't want to fight me. And they have a lot of troops here. They have the intent to take over a territory. I usually just counter that with more troops. And I do that fast because they could either go here or here. Now, of course, the best way to go about this, if you have more troops and you want more territories, to take the path of least resistance. If you have 500 troops, don't attack the territory that has 100 troops. Attack the one that has 60. You'll lose less you'll have less casualties and you'll lose less men. And things will go a lot faster for you, better for you, and all this other stuff. So I keep looking at that. I don't want to say done, but I definitely don't want to reply, because usually that means we go to war. I could pay him some more money. That could buy me some time, but that money could go to help him fuel his army that he could have in turn eventually used against me. When it comes to stuff like this, you gotta be careful. $300 will be good enough. And I'll just have this right here in this little sea area. And just have it ready. Now, I'm fortifying this area because I think it's going to be attacked. Because we left this area unprotected. Or maybe we lost the troops here. So I built as many as I could and then moved that. So now, our next plan is to move across the water along the coastline, get some quick information about what would be in these territories, what not. Maybe move down to one of these bigger territories where we could buy a lot of troops, set up a camp there, and so forth. I think there was a kingdom that started here. I think Kingdom of France was taken out by someone, not me, but so this is a bit interesting turn because I haven't seen the game or the AIs fight like this, but what I'm gonna do now is attack from 2 different territories onto here, slowly eating away at whatever of an empire they have left. They are rank 4. These two that are rank 2 and 3 are in the North and South America, I think. Unless they expanded. Okay, that's Congo Kingdom. Apparently they hate me, and they have a similar color on the map to these guys up here, and that's why it gets confusing sometimes. Because these guys here have a similar color on the map for which they mark their territory with, similar to that of what was the Song Dynasty, although they're gone now, so. What am I gonna do now? Well, I positioned my troops. I have this here in case I need to do a naval assault down here, or in case they retake this area. I don't have troops directly on the land that will be lost, but I can definitely have these to assist to retake over. Because right here in this area, we have like 1, 2, 3 territories, and then someone could do a naval assault here. So this is just an extra layer of something that just makes an extra layer of defense, or something along those lines that I could use as backup. Now my main goal is to reach in here and probably attack one of these areas and take it by surprise. Probably going to be one of these 2 lookout towers, as I think that was the starting spot. Because this lookout tower or guard tower that they have is not something that you can build in this version. You could in the Mesopotamia version, but if I go here, it would normally be right underneath here, but I cannot do that. Maybe you can only do that in the area in which your king's in. No, I don't know how. Okay, maybe that's just only an ancient Mesopotamia map thing only, I'm not sure. But, ooh. Okay, so they went to war with me. And I think this is a good place to end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leaving any comments, questions, or feedback for me about this strategy guide in the comment section down below would be highly appreciated. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!